John Lennon subtly insulted the Rolling Stones by saying they'd fall apart if Mick Jagger got married. Here's why he believed this about the band. The Rolling Stones were another massively popular band to come out of England in the 1960s, so the Beatles' John Lennon spent a good deal of time around them. While he liked the band members, he had some problems with their music. He believed they were, in some ways, knockoffs of the Beatles. He didn't think their music was strong enough to survive the fan reaction to Mick Jagger's wedding. Early in the Beatles' career, Lennon married his girlfriend Cynthia. For a while, he kept the relationship quiet because of the concern that fans would turn on the band if they found out Lennon was taken. Ultimately, though, the news leaked out, and the Beatles didn't suffer a hit to their popularity. "I don't think the two of us being married has had any bad effects on our popularity," Lennon said, for the book Lennon, the definitive biography by Ray Coleman. "Remember, when it got out that both Ringo and I were married, there hadn't been anybody in such a position as we were in, who had got married. It was silver disc, as opposed to gold disc, people who got married before us." Lennon didn't think every band could survive this. He thought the strength of the Beatles' music carried them through it. Flashier groups like the Rolling Stones might collapse if their lead singer got married. People who relied on the fact that they wiggled, sexily, in their stage acts. "We didn't rely on wiggling, we still don't, and we won't," he said. "We were never dependent on fans being in love with us so much as others are. Not like Jagger. He's the Charlie Chaplin of rock and roll. Now he can't afford to get married. The Stones would be all over." Lennon said that they didn't depend on their fans being in love with them. Still, they weren't exactly excited about the Beatles' relationships. Cynthia, Maureen Starkey, and Pattie Boyd, who married members of the band at the height of their popularity, reported aggressive behavior from fans. "Living in London with George Harrison, there were so many fans every day, it became impossible to leave the flat," Boyd said in a conversation with Taylor Swift for Harper's Bazaar. Brian Epstein thought there might be an idea that John, Ringo, and George moved to the country, have little houses about an hour out of London.